Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Crafty. I main Dragunity. I'm usually a Master Duel player. I cover like Master Duel and like try to teach people how to play Dragunity in Master Duel and showcase like some replays just to showcase like the strength of Dragunity and how you can play it. Uh, I want to thank you guys for your support. Like the support on this channel has been like amazing. So for the most part, I just want to say thank you, and I also want to say sorry, like for the lack of uploads recently. This year has been a little bit rough. Master Duel has had like a really rough year, like with Snake Eyes, Malice, like Rydell, and now Mitsurugi is terrorizing the ladder. So yeah, it's been rough to say the least. Anyway, today is a special video because today we're going to talk about how we can combo with Dragunity under Nibiru. So not only I'm going to show you like showcase combos where you protect yourself from Nibiru from the get-go, but also I'm going to showcase how you can play through Nibiru even if you get Nibiru'd in some cases as well. So I have like 6 combos ready for you. And before we start talking about the combos, I just want to start by saying that these combos are not mine. I did not come up with these combos. Most of these combos, except for one, have been labbed out and cooked by a certain Space-coyote from from the Dragunity server. So shout out to Space-coyote. He's a beast when it comes to like theory crafting and labbing out Dragunity combos, and he came up with a lot of combos very fast, like for with these new cards. Like it's amazing actually to see. So yeah, he's a really good like theory crafter for the deck. So yeah, shout out to Space-coyote, and also shout out to the Dragunity server. Like most of the people there like are really nice and kind, and they help people whenever they need help. I had help myself from them. Like I always ask questions and to better myself basically, and to learn more new things like about Dragunity and how you can combo, especially that most people there play the TCG and I do not. So I need like, if I ever need like an information or something from them that is not available to me, I would ask them, and they're very kind to answer me as well. So yeah, so shout out to the Dragunity community in general, the Dragon Ravine server specifically, and more specifically, shout out to Space-coyote for the combos that I'm going to showcase to you today, except for one combo that I actually came up with like on stream a few days ago. So yeah, with that being said, let's dive into the first combo. So the first combo is a one Remus plus one discard combo, and this combo utilizes the Bestial engine and the Tachyon engine. So all the combos you're going to see today utilizes both Dragunity and Bestials, but this specific combo utilizes Tachyon engine. Of course, there are way like too many combos to cover in this one video, so I'm only showcasing 6 combos in this video, but just know that there are many other combos that has been discovered, so keep that in mind. So let's start this combo. I'm gonna try to go through it fast so I don't drag this video out. So we're gonna search Ravine here with the Remus. We're going to activate Ravine to search Quernus. Quernus is gonna normal summon, get Lance, and Lance is going to equip specifically Falchion. Now we're going to use the third effect of Quernus to bounce back the Falchion and summon it back, and now we can go into Guider. Okay, maybe this is too fast, so let's go play by play. So now Guider is gonna search and dump the Zephyros, and here we're going to activate the Falchion to specifically equip Kus from the deck. Okay, you'll see why it needs to be specifically Kus, because for this specific combo, because we're only planning on discarding one card, we need Kus specifically to go into Arid Bear. And the reason for that is not only Arid Bear is gonna act as a insulator against Nibiru, so now we're protected from Nibiru, but also because we only decided to go for one discard, we kind of need a way to summon back Remus from the graveyard so we can go into Romulus, and Remus needs a Dragunity name on the field to special summon. So that's why we go into Arid Bear. So now we're just gonna use the Zephyros to bounce back Ravine, and now Remus is gonna special summon itself since we control Arid Bear. We go into Romulus, Romulus get Glow, Glow get Mistletoe, you guys know the drill. Mistletoe gets Guiderg, we summon back Guiderg, we get the Samsara, and now we go into Atom. Atom is gonna summon the Redem D. Redem D is gonna summon back the Guiderg, and Guiderg is gonna get the Phalanx. Now, we're going to go into Seal here, using Guiderg and Atom. We're gonna use the Samsara, get back Mistletoe, tribute the Seal, special summon, and special summon Seifert, and we get back the Goose on the field. And now we're going to search Saronir. However, this Saronir we're not gonna summon. We're actually gonna discard this Saronir later on. You will see why. So now we're going to go into Lewin. Lewin equips the Goose, and now we're gonna use both Lewin and Redem D to go into Seal. So this is a little bit different from what you guys see me do in Master Duel, of course. So let's see where this goes. So now at this point we can activate Ravim. We're gonna dump the Saronir to search Legatus. Saronir is gonna activate to dump the Rebellion, and we're gonna go from there. Seifert is gonna get back the Rebellion, and Rebellion is gonna search Magnamut from the deck. Now we can summon Legatus, because it can special summon itself if you control the Dragunity monster or a Ravine. And here we're gonna use Kus. So for those who don't know, Kus can modulate its level to level 4 if it's gonna be used as a synchro material, and it can only be used to synchro summon Dragunity monsters. So here we're gonna go into Barca. Barca is gonna equip Kus, Phalanx, Lewin, and one other name. So now we're gonna send the Lewin and the other name to the graveyard to summon Doomed Dragon. Lewin is gonna activate and equip itself to Aridver. We're gonna summon back the Phalanx, and now we're gonna synchro into Dispatter. Dispatter is gonna get back the Samsara, and now we're gonna summon Lubellion by sending the Dispatter to the graveyard, and Lubellion is gonna place the Regained. Now we're gonna activate Magnamut, specifically banishing the Seal. Now Regained is gonna activate to put back the Seal in the extra deck. You notice that Space-coyote likes to play with 2 seals. So, and of course, don't forget to activate your Magnamut's effect to search in the end phase. Now we put back the Seal and draw 1 card. Now we're going into the same Seal that we just put back, because we need the link to body. We're gonna summon back the Kus. We're gonna overlay Lubellion and Barca to go into Dragluxion, and this is the Tachyon engine. So Dragluxion, on special summon, it's gonna search a Tachyon card from our deck. So we're gonna search Tachyon Primal. Tachyon Primal has the effect to special summon itself from the hand if we control a Dragon Exceed monster on the field. So we're gonna special summon it, and on special summon, Primal will search a Tachyon spell or trap card from our deck. So we're gonna search Transmigration. So Transmigration is very strong counter trap. It negates everything that came before it in the chain link. So you can only activate it as chain link 2, and you need to control a Galaxy Eyes, Galaxy Eyes to activate. However, if you control Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Dragon specifically, you can activate this from the hand. So this is what we're going. This is why we search this counter trap. So because now we can activate Dragluxion's effect, detach 2, and summon number 107 Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Dragon. So now we can activate this from the hand. And now we're going to use Primal plus Kus plus this Seal to go into our new boss monster, the Dragunity Lord Georgius. So Georgius on summon, it's going to revive Guiderg. Guiderg is gonna search the Ringo Worm. And now we're gonna activate Ringo Worm and go into Crystal Wing. And in the end phase, we're going to search a Bestial. And this is pretty much the combo. So what did we accomplish here? We accomplished a lot. Like there is like a spell and trap negate, non-target bounce, monster negate here that destroys, monster negate that banishes. We have the counter trap that is enabled by Tachyon Dragon, and we have Dispatter in the graveyard as well. We have also a Bestial in hand. We have a draw that we got from Regained, and remember we only started with Remus plus 1 discard, meaning we still have 3 unknown cards in hand as well. So in total, we have 6 cards in hand at the end of this combo, just with Remus plus 1 discard. So this is a very strong combo. It utilizes, like, things to note about this combo. It utilizes 2 seals. It utilizes Arid Bear, like a very early summon of Arid Bear. It utilizes like the Tachyon engine, so you gotta play like you have to play like the Tachyon Primal, the Counter Trap in the main deck, and you also need to play Tachyon Dragon and Dragluxion in the extra deck as well. So you have 2 spots in the main deck and 2 spots in the extra deck. So if you are okay with that, this is a combo maybe you want to consider. Very strong combo from Space-coyote. Like, yeah. So now we're going to see another combo from Space-coyote, but this time it does not use the Tachyon engine. This is the standard combo with just with Dragunity and Bestials basically, and this one utilizes 2 discards. Okay, so let's see. So activate Remus, search Ravine, activate to search Quernus. Quernus activates to get Lance, but we're gonna keep the Lance here for now, and we're gonna summon the Remus. So already a little bit different from the other combo. We're going into Guidurg. Guidurg is gonna search Zephyros. I would prefer if he activated Lance before searching Zephyros, just in case, like if your opponent did not immediately imperm Guidurg, then you wanna activate Lance to protect the Guidurg from an imperm and then search Zephyros. But it's just a slight change, I guess. Okay, so now he activated the Lance. He's gonna equip Phalanx, and from there he's gonna go into Crystal Wing. Now we are isolated from Nibiru on the 5th summon, and then we can continue playing the game. So now bounce back the Ravine with Zephyros. Ravine activates again. This is why we need the second discard to search Legatus, and now we can go into Romulus, and this is pretty much the same thing until we reach this point. Now here Space-coyote loves to go into Seals first instead of Atom. So yeah, he uses the Samsara to get back the Mistletoe, and he's gonna access Seifert very early on in the combo here. So we're gonna access our Bestial engine early on. Now we're going to Lewin. Lewin is gonna summon the Phalanx, equip the Phalanx, and Phalanx is gonna summon itself. And now we can summon our Saronir from hand, and now we can go into Atom. So pretty much he flipped the sequencing a little bit. And now Atom is gonna detach Saronir specifically to summon the Red MD. Saronir is gonna activate to get the Lobelian. And now Red MD is gonna summon back the Guidurg, and Guidurg is gonna get the Ringo Worm. Summon back Lobelian here, place the Regained. And now he's gonna use the Phalanx and Guidurg to go into Seal. Into Aries. I don't know why I thought Seal. Yeah, he's gonna go into Aries. So this is the new level 8 Dragunity Synchro. So this is pretty much like a Desiree, basically. Now he's gonna activate Ringo Worm and go into Dispatter. Dispatter gets back the Ringo Worm. Sorry. And he's gonna go into Crimson Dragon here. And notice here he did not search Synchro Rumble because Space-coyote does not like playing with Synchro Rumble. And honestly, I would agree. Like Synchro Rumble is not needed. It's just another layer of interaction, basically. Like it can be like a extender, and the protection it provides from the graveyard is nice to have, to be honest. But sometimes drawing this, sometimes you draw Synchro Rumble in your opening hand, it's a little bit weird, right? So for that reason, I think it's safe to cut Synchro Rumble if you don't want to play it. You will not miss too much, basically. So yeah, so summon Crimson Dragon, and now he's gonna use Atom plus the Aries to go into Seal. He's gonna use Crimson Dragon here, targeting the level 8 Crystal Wing to go into Barca. Barca activates, and it's gonna specifically attach, equip Lewin, Phalanx, and Aries plus one other unnamed card. So three specific cards plus the another like Dragunity monster. So now what we're going to do is access our Bestial engine here, banish and Seifert, get Lobelian, and now get the Magnamut, and now we can summon the Magnamut, specifically banishing the seal. Again, like I said, Space-coyote loves to play with 2 seals. And summon the Magnamut. Now draw one card by putting back the seal in the extra deck. This is one draw. Summon the Phalanx from the Spell and Trap zone, and we're gonna go into another seal. So this is basically the seal that we just put back in the extra deck. We're going to summon Aries by its own effect. So Aries can summon itself from the Spell and Trap zone, and also special summon the Tuner from the graveyard. And now we have all the materials necessary to go into Georgius, like one Tuner plus 2+ monsters. Now Georgius on summon, it's gonna get back the Aries from the graveyard, since it was previously properly summoned. And now it's gonna send the Lewin plus the other named Dragunity to go into Doomed Dragon. Lewin here activates and equips to the Georgius. I think he forgot to do that, like in the sequencing. He rectifies it later, but yeah, on that point, like as soon as you summon Doomed Dragon, Lewin activates and you can equip it to Georgius. Now here he overlays Barca and Doomed Dragon to go into number 38. And here he gets the Drew Swarm because he activated the Magnamut, and here he realizes he did not equip Lewin, so he's just gonna do it now. So yeah, so that's pretty much the combo. So what did we accomplish here? Something similar to the other combos. So we have a spell negate that can deny the actual physical card. We have non-target removal with seal. We have spell and trap negate with Georgius. We have Aries. We have Crystal Wing, and we have the Dispatter in the graveyard ready to be summoned with the Regained. And on the opponent's turn, Georgius will probably summon Arid Bear from the extra deck, right? So that is that as well. And in the hand, we have one draw with Regained. We have the Drew Swarm searched by Magnamut. And remember, we started with Remus plus 2 discards, so we have 2 extra cards in the hand as well. So for the total of 4 cards in hand. Very good combo, very nice. One thing to note about this combo is that it ends on seal as in the extra monster zone, which is nice. Like having seal, like non-target bounce, is very good. And also you can make it even stronger if you play like a specific target for it in the main deck, something like Wakimiru Draco or Gruntusk Dragon or something, you know. So that's nice. So yeah, so that's the combo. So these 2 combos that I just showed are Space-coyote. This is the Remus plus 1 discard. This is the Remus plus 2 discards. Now I'm going to show you the combo that I came up with on stream like a few days ago. So this combo, it can be like, it can start with Quernus or Remus, doesn't matter. Like here I just want to showcase how you can do it with Quernus. So let's go. Normal summon Quernus, get the Lance, equip specifically Remus here. And now we're gonna use the Quernus effect to bounce back the Remus to hand, but we're not gonna special summon it by the same effect, okay? We're just gonna bounce it back. Now we have Remus in hand, we can access Ravine. Now we can use Remus, get Ravine, and now Ravine is... oh yeah, before we activate Ravine, we can just go into Guiderg immediately, right? And now Guiderg is going to search Zephyros and put it in the graveyard. Sorry, I can't speak apparently. So yeah, so here you have options. After you activate Ravine to search Falchion specifically, you have options. If you want to play it safe, you activate Falchion right here from the hand, because Falchion can activate from the hand or graveyard. If you want to play it safe, you activate Falchion here, which what I do in this combo. Equip Phalanx from the deck and go into Crystal Wing on the 5th summon. That way you're safe from Nibiru 100%. But if you're feeling a little bit spicy and you want to be greedy, what you can do is delay the search with Ravine. What you can do is, after you search with Ravine, you search Falchion, activate Zephyros in the graveyard, bounce back the Ravine, then activate Ravine again, discarding the Falchion to search Legatus. Because we're gonna search Legatus regardless, okay? So you might as well use this Falchion as the discard, since it can both activate in hand and in graveyard. So that way you save up 1 discard. However, that's a greedy play, because now you're going to summon Crystal Wing on the 6th summon instead of the fifth one, right? So you're not safe from Nibiru anymore. So it depends on whether or not you're feeling greedy or not at that time. Okay, again, if you want to play it safe, you activate, you do exactly what I do here. You activate Falchion from the hand and equip the Phalanx, and you go into Crystal Wing immediately on the fifth summon. So that's the safest play. However, if you're greedy, you can just bounce back the Ravine first, right? Then when you search with Ravine, when you activate Ravine, instead of like discarding any other card, you discard the Falchion itself. So it's up to you. So now we search Legatus and go into Romulus. Romulus searches Glow, blah 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 blah. You guys know the drill. I'm just gonna let it play out. We're going to summon the Guiderg, and Guiderg is gonna dump the Samsara. And this is where I differ from Space-coyote, because Space-coyote here he went into Seal first. I like to go into Atom first in this combo, and I don't play two seals in my combo. Like I don't have two seals in my extra deck. I only have one, so that's another difference. Instead of the second seal, I play Axel Synchro, which allows me to do a different line. So from now on, from this point on, my combo differs from Space-coyote. So Red MD, get the Guiderg, search the Ringworm, go into Seal. Samsara gets the Mistletoe, tribute the Seal, summon the Mistletoe. Same thing here, we're gonna access our Bestial Engine. Search the Saronir with Seyfert, go into Luin. Luin equips the Phalanx. And you notice I do not use Coast in this combo as opposed to Space-coyote's combo, right? So that's another difference. We're going to summon Phalanx, summon the Saronir from hand, and go into Crimson Dragon. So I play Synchro Rumble. I like playing Synchro Rumble, even though like Dragunity is not good, but still like I love the card. So I activate Crimson Dragon as Shenik 1, and then Saronir as Shenik 2 to dump the Lubellion, or we can do it vice versa. So vice versa is probably better because we don't really need the Synchro Rumble, so we can just put Saronir on Chainlink 1. So dump the Lubellion, search the Synchro Rumble. Now Seyfert activates, get the Lubellion, and we can search Magnamut. We're going to summon Lubellion here, place the Regained, go into Dispatter, and now we can summon Magnamut by specifically banishing Seal, since we only play one Seal. So it's very important to recycle Seal here, not for the combo itself, but it's important to recycle Seal just for like follow up and whatnot. So, and don't forget to activate your Magnamut to search at the end phase. Here we're going to draw one card with Regained, and now we can activate Ringworm and go into Axel Synchro. So this is why I like to play Axel Synchro, because Axel Synchro is gonna get me my tuner, right? And here this pattern is gonna summon back Ringworm. So it doesn't need to be Ringworm, it can be like Samsara Dragon, but I like having Ringworm back in the graveyard in case like I go into turn 3 and I Synchro summon again, so I can have like Ringworm active and ready to go basically, right? So yeah, but the important part is that now I summoned the Axel Synchro, which got me my tuner, and now that I have my tuner, I can use tuner plus 3 bodies to go into the new Dragunity Lord, Georgius. Georgius is gonna get back the Guiderg. Guiderg is gonna add and dump Baby Rock. This is another difference from Space-coyote. Now, I admit, playing Baby Rock does not feel that great, right? Like, the card is not that good. However, it feels nice in this combo. So, I don't know how good, good is this combo as compared to the other one. The other one seems a little bit better for sure, like a little bit more optimized. But again, I still want to showcase this combo that I came up with in case like we can optimize it together. So Baby Rock is gonna get discarded, summon itself, and we go into Aries. So now we properly made Aries. And here is the thing that I love about this combo, okay? So pay attention. So now we're going to use Crimson Dragon to summon the Barca. Now Barca is gonna specifically equip Lewin, the Phalanx, plus two random like Dragunity dragons. Okay, so we only need like Lewin and Phalanx. Okay, now we're going to summon the Phalanx, and with Phalanx and Ares, we're going into Arid Bear. So now, not only we properly summoned Ares, we also properly summoned Arid Bear. Which begs the question, why is Georgius here? If I'm not gonna cheat out the Arid Bear anyway, like what's its purpose? Unfortunately, its purpose is to be like a floodgate first and then a spell and trap negate second, basically, right? That's the purpose. So my combo does not require you to cheat out like the extra deck monsters from the graveyard, from the extra deck, right? It doesn't need to. Now I properly summoned both Ares and Arid Bear, so in the eventuality, like maybe one of them gets outed or both, I can safely revive them from the graveyard because they are both properly summoned. Okay. Whereas if I cheat out one of them and it gets outed, it's kind of hard to recycle it from the graveyard. So you need to go through a hoop to try to like recycle it. Anyway, that's just a small note. So yeah, so both Arid Bear and Ares have been like properly summoned. So now I can just continue sending the Lewin plus the other name to go into Doom Dragon. Lewin here activates to equip to Georgius. And we're going to overlay both into Titanic Galaxy. And here, as an added bonus, this is not required, but this an added bonus, since we play Synchro Rumble, we can just activate Synchro Rumble, summon back the Ares. So now Ares is part of the end board. We don't need to rely on Georgius to summon it back from the graveyard. And this might be good to play around like cards like Called by the Grave and Diddy Crow. So, because sometimes they can just draw into Called by the Grave or Diddy Crow, and that's a problem. Like if you just activate Georgius trying to summon back like Ares or Arid Bear, they can get hit by something basically, right? So this is where Rumble can be useful. And also, you don't know, maybe they bail Rumble for some reason. I don't know, like there is a billion scenario. So yeah, also Rumble is nice, like in the graveyard, it protects your Crystal Wing and your Ares from distraction. So there is that as well. So although it's not necessary, again, it's nice to have nonetheless. And I like playing with Rumble. That's me, that's a personal preference. Like, again, you guys know me, I don't play Dragunity to be the most efficient, the most competitive player. I play it in the most fun way for me specifically, right? And I just share my passion with you, and you guys do with that information what you want. Okay, I'm not telling you to play exactly like me. I'm just saying here is how I play Dragunity. If you find it fun, good. If you want to play like me, good. If you don't, good too. You know, like you do your own thing. Okay, I'm just sharing the passion here. Okay, so by the end of this, of course, we just go into the end phase, search the bestial. And now what do we have? Like we have like a spell negate that can deny the card itself. We have Georgius, which is both floodgate and spell and trap negate. We have like an Desiree on the field. We have a monster negate that banishes. We have a monster negate that destroys. We have another monster negate or destruction with Dispatter as well that can be summoned with regained. We have a bestial in hand. We have a draw with regained, and we have two extra cards, like two unknown cards as well on top of that. And remember, if you decided to be greedy with Falchion at the start of the combo, you also would have a fifth card in hand as well. So that's my combo. Sorry, I've been yapping for 30 minutes now, just showcasing the full potential of the combos with Dragunity. And all three combos that I showcased here, all are Nibiru proofed. Now, what happens if you choose to go for the non-Nibiru proofed combo? Okay, because we can do that. We can go into combos that are vulnerable to Nibiru, and there are ways to play through it. So let's start with the first combo that plays through Nibiru. So Remus plus 2 discards. This requires 2 discards, and this Nibiru is here just to demonstrate. Okay, so you just have Remus plus 2 discards. So so I'm gonna showcase 3 combos to play through Nibiru, and all 3 combos are also courtesy of Space-coyote again. So shout out to Space-coyote again. These combos are really, really good and really interesting. So first thing, we're going to start with Remus. search Ravine, dump, get Legatus instead of Queerness. So here we're going to do the standard combo basically. Okay, we're trying to bait out stuff. So we're going to summon the Legatus, summon the Remus, going to Guider going to Zephyros. We're gonna bounce back the Ravine, which is a very important part of these combos. And now we're going to Romulus, get it into the glow, get the Mistletoe, summon the Mistletoe, and here most people what they're gonna do, they're going to wait for us to equip the Guider and waste our glow. You know, they're gonna wait for us to waste our glow to summon the Guider. So here, most people would Nibiru, right? We just wasted so many resources. We used the Zephyros, we used the glow. So some people might try to nib here. So what happens when they nib here? Let's see. So we get Nibiru. So now we have Ravine plus 1 discard. What can we do? Remember, we still have our normal summon. That's why we started with the Legatus stuff. So to keep our normal summon. So what happens is that we can now search Queerness with Ravine. Now normal summon Queerness, get the Lance equip, and equip the Koos from the deck. Now Koos and Queerness, it needs to be Koos specifically because we're gonna go into Barca here. Straight up, like straight away we're going to Barca and we're gonna equip 3 Dragunity named. We're gonna equip the Koos obviously, plus the Romulus and the Mistletoe. We're going to summon back the Koos and we're going to send the other 2 to go into Doom Dragon. Doom Dragon is gonna put the Nibiru in the back row, right? And now Koos and Barca are going, Koos, Barca, the token, and Doom Dragon, all 4 cards are going into Georgius. Georgius on summon, sorry. Georgius on summon is gonna get back the Guider. Guider is going to search the Samsara Dragon. And now we're going to use Georgius and the Guider to go into Seal. And for people who already watch my channel, this sequence seems very similar to where you start your combo with Romulus first, right? And you basically have access to a level 6 dragon and whatnot. You search Samsara and you go from there. You activate Samsara, get back the level 6 dragon, tribute over the seal, and continue from there. However, with the Queerness now, that combo is much stronger now. So now we're going to activate the Samsara, get back the Mistletoe, tribute the seal, and get the Koos. Now get the Seyfert with seal, and this is pretty much the same. We're going to access our Bestial Engine. We're going into Lewin here, equip the Koos, summon the Koos, and now we can summon the Saronir. And now we can go into Atom. Atom gets Red MD, and now Red MD is going to summon the Georgius. Of course, the Saronir dumps the Lubellion first. He chose to activate like Seyfert here first. It's okay, like it doesn't matter too much. So we're gonna summon the we're gonna access the Magnamut. So now Red MD is gonna summon back the Georgius. We're gonna summon back the Lubellion, sorry, and place the Regained. We're gonna activate Magnamut, specifically banishing the seal. Again, it's the theme of playing 2 seals in this deck. However, he still only has used 1 seal in this particular combo, so yeah, but just know he still has 2 seals in his extra deck. So he's gonna banish the seal, he's gonna put it back in the extra deck to draw. Of course, guys, don't forget to activate your Magnamut in the end phase. So this is the draw from Regained. And now they're going into Arid Bear here with the Magnamut and Koos. Now this is gonna go into Seal. And now Lewin is gonna activate and equip to Georgius. And at the end phase, they're gonna search the Bestial. So this is through Nibiru. Okay, so this is Remus plus 2 discards, and you can play through Nibiru if they Nibiru you on like a vulnerable spot like I showed you earlier. So this ends on Regained, Seal, Arid Bear, Georgius equipped with Lewin. You have one draw with the Regained plus the Drew Swarm, plus you have 2 extra cards, right? Since we started with Remus plus 2 discards, so 4 cards. And this is a very respectable board under Nibiru. Like you just got nibbed and you still continue combo. Okay, so that's one way of doing it. Another way of doing it, let's see this one. Same thing. Start by accessing Ravine. We go into Legatus. Go into Guiderg. Search the Zephyros. We bounce back the Ravine and we go into Romulus. Again, we're vulnerable to Nibiru right now, so yeah. Get the Glow, get the Mistletoe, summon back the Guiderg, and now we get Nibiru again on the same spot. So what else can we do? Let's see. Okay, it always starts by searching queerness here. Now we'll summon, get the Lance, equip the Lance, and get the Kus again. Now go into Barca. So here is just the same thing but different sequencing. So we're gonna go straight into Doom Dragon here, and we're gonna go straight into Georgius. Georgius is gonna get the Guider. Guider is gonna get Samsara, and we're going into Seal. Same thing, same line. And now we're going to get Seifert, and we access our Bestial Engine. So the combo is kind of the same, but it's just sequencing is gonna be a little bit different. So now we activate. We get back the Kus, we go into Atom, we summon the Red MD, we do the same thing like with Saronir, dump the Lubellion, and now we activate Red MD to get back the Guiderg. So you see here the difference is that we already used Georgius, right? So why is the Red MD not reviving Georgius like the other combo? Well, because we don't need to, right? It's not, every combo does not need to be the same. Like we can go into different lines. So here, instead of deciding to revive Georgius, he decided to revive Guiderg, right? Let's see where this goes. So here he's gonna get back the Lubellion and get the Magnamut. Now he's gonna activate Guiderg to search the Ringworm and summon the Lubellion by sending the Red MD and place the Regain. Now activate Ringworm. I assume he's going to Dispatter, yeah. And now Dispatter gets back the Ringworm. Now he's going into Ares. So properly summoned Ares. He's gonna summon Magnamut, banishing the Seal specifically. Again, activate Regained, activate Magnamut. I think he forgot to draw with the Regained here, but he will draw again later, don't worry. So here he's supposed to draw, and now he's going into okay, he drew right now, and now he went into Seal, okay, by using Dispatter and Atom. Lewin, of course, gets back, equipping itself to I think Ares. Yep. And now he's going into Arid Bear, Kus, and Magnamut. In the end phase, he searches Drew Swarm, and that's the combo. So very similar combo than the other one. Instead of ending on Georgius, he ended on Ares. Okay, same thing, literally very similar. It's just the end board, one piece is Georgius, the other one is Ares. Okay, which is nice, like options, I guess. You can choose which one you want. Okay, again, one draw from Regained, the Drew Swarm from Magnamut, and you have extra 2 cards in the hand as well for a total of 4. Another way you can get nipped. So this is the last combo I'm going to show you. Again, Remus plus 2 discards and you get nipped. Same thing, just going through the motions here. Summon Legatus, summon Remus, go into Guiderg, search Zephyros. And now we go into Romulus, Same thing. Okay, let's say this time, instead of immediately nibbing when you summon back the Guiderk, let's say they want you to go into a tomb first. Okay, so they allow you to search with Guiderk, right? So you get Samsara, and now you go into a tomb. You summon with Atom, you summon with Red MD. So now you wasted your Atom, not wasted, like you used your Atom to summon the Red MD. You used your Red MD to summon the Guider, and this is a very good spot to nib, right? So okay, let's see what Space-coyote like has cooked for us. Same thing, Ravine, get the Queerness, equip, get Kus, and go into Barca again. Summon the Kus, summon the Doom Dragon. Again, don't forget to put the Nibiru like in the back row. And we're going to seal immediately, of course, with the Doom Dragon and Kus. Okay, already different. Get the Mistletoe. Here, you see, like it's a little bit different because they allowed us to access the Samsara, right? So even if they nib us after that, because they allowed us to access the Samsara, the line completely changed. So now, tribute the seal, summon Mistletoe, get the Kus. Again, get Safered, access your Bestial Engine, and it's pretty much the same from here. And we're gonna be using this token later to summon the Georgius. So we're just going through the motions here, get back the Rebellion, get back Magnamut, summon back the Rebellion, and go into Georgius with the Kus, Lewin, and the token. Kus, Lewin, Rebellion, and the token. Now Lewin activates to equip on Georgius, and Georgius on summons back Guiderk. Guiderk is gonna search Ringo Worm, and Ringo Worm is gonna summon a token. We're gonna use the banish effect of Ringo Worm to recycle it to the deck to draw one with the regained, because we don't have like a bestial in hand to banish the seal. So this is the draw. So this is the draw with the regained, and this is the end phase search. So what we end up on is pretty much similar to the first Nibiru combo I showed you. Like instead of ending on Aridver, he ended on Crystal Wing, right? Same end board, but just one card like replaces another basically, right? And this is all through Nibiru. So, and this was like through Nibiru after we summoned like Atom and Red MD and whatnot. So this is pretty cool, not gonna lie. Like I really like these combos from Space-coyote. So again, shout out to them. Like I cannot stress enough how good this guy is, like making Dragunity combos. So yeah. So I have been yapping about these combos for like 43 minutes. Sorry guys. Like I thought about maybe making a highlight of these combos like without commentary, but I think with commentary it might be good. Just tell me in the comment section if you like this format of video. If not, I can just go back to making just highlights without talking over them. Okay. So yeah, so these are the combos. These are the 6 combos that not only protect you from Nibiru at the start, but also plays through Nibiru in different ways. So please, again, if you think that Dragunity dies to Nibiru, think again, especially with the new cards. It's actually even harder to die to Nibiru. Okay, unless you get hand trapped to death beforehand, then that's another story. Okay, so yeah, so those are the combos I have showed you. Now I'm just gonna very quickly go through the cards that you need in your main deck before we wrap up the video. So here I timed out real quick. So let's just disregard the AFD engine here. So what you need, and let's just disregard these traps, of course, and oubliette, it's not necessary. Key's Army, my boy, is not necessary. Okay, so theoretically, you only need 1 Phalanx and 1 Kus, right? You need like 3 Remus, 3 Querness, 3 Lance, 3 Falchion. Now, Ravine, debatable. You can play 3, you can play 2. There is an argument to cut Ravine to 2 because starting with Ravine is not the greatest. Okay, you want to see Remus, Quernus, like Remus or Quernus, preferably, and preferably you want them paired up with like Lance or Falchion, right? That's what you want to see. You don't really want to open Ravine alone, right? So there is an argument to cut Ravine to 2, to be honest. So like I said, you only need like one Phalanx, one Kus. So you can play two Phalanx. Two Kuses are not necessary. You only need one, but Phalanx you can play a second one if you want to, like for follow up or something. You only need one Legatus, but you can play two. You need Samsara. Baby Rock is only needed for my combo. If you're playing Space-coyote's combo, you can cut out also Baby Rock. You need Ringo Worm, Zephyros. If you're playing with the Bestial package, of course, you need the full Bestial package with Seifert, the 3 Bestials plus 1 Lobelian, minimum 1 Lobelian, okay? You can play 2 Lobelian if you want, but it's not necessary. Of course, you play Mistletoe. You don't really need Tempest and Gold Sark, to be honest, but it's nice to have nonetheless, because if you have Gold Sark with any of the starters, you can just search Falchion by banishing Tempest. But to be fair, these are not needed too. Red MD, of course, needed. Armagram, not needed. Okay. Synchro Rumble, a personal preference of mine, but honestly, not needed. For the extra deck. So let me just get rid of these because these are part of a different combo that I will showcase maybe another time. So let me just type Tachyon real quick. So if you're gonna play the Tachyon, all you need is for the main deck, you want these two cards like Tachyon Primal and Transmigration. For the extra deck, you need the OG like Galaxy Ice Tachyon Dragon, and you need Dragluxion. So you need 2 space in the extra deck and 2 spaces like two spots in the main deck. Okay. Of course, these cards can be interchanged with whatever cards that I am not playing. Oh, I forgot. You need a second seal. Okay, if you want to play the way Space-coyote wants to do it. So these are the cards you need to consider. Like these 4 cards are the Tachyon engine and a second seal. Of course, you can interchange those with other cards that I play. So in my combo, I used like Doom Dragon, Guiderg, of course, Lewin, Axel Synchro, so you can interchange Axel Synchro and the second seal, right? Barca, Ares, Crystal Wing, Aridver, Dispatter, Crimson Dragon. For the Xyz, Atom, and number 38 if you're playing like if you want to end on this one instead of going into a synchro. Minimum 1 seal, 1 Romulus, and 1 Georgius. Again, you need to, if you want to play the Space-coyote version, you just swap out 3 extra deck cards here with these 3 here. Okay, so you try to find a way to do that. So yeah, so that's the combos. That's how you can play. That's how you can protect yourself from Nibiru and how you play through Nibiru. This is basically not the deck list, not the proper deck list, but basically what you need to play the those combos. Okay, for the non-engine, I will let that to you. You decide what non-engine you want. I heard like Bell is good, like in the TCG right now, or we can play DD Crow because we can search it in our combo anyway. So yeah, and Ash and Imperm and whatnot. Like I will leave that to you. I'm just here to try to showcase like the combos most importantly. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. Like I don't think I have anything else to say. I will leave my thoughts about the actual new cards, like specifically one by one, for another video because I have a lot to say about them. Like I said, my opinion has changed a little bit for some cards. So yeah. Maybe I will do that for the next video. And by the way, sorry for the Genesis content. Like I really wanted to make the Genesis content like few days ago already, but yeah, these new cards were announced, and I kind of was busy playing around with them. I'm not gonna lie. So the Genesis content has got to wait a little bit. Sorry, guys. Don't worry, it's still coming, but I don't know when exactly, but it's gonna be a little bit late. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Enough yapping. 50 minutes. Jesus Christ. Sorry. All of this is improvised, by the way, if you didn't notice already. So yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to put this video out as soon as possible for people to see how you can play like around Nibiru and whatnot. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for your support on this channel. Like I read all the comments. That's like a luxury that I have as a small creator. So yeah, I read all your comments. So please, if you have anything to add or any criticism or any question or anything, please leave them in the comment section down below. I will try to get to them as fast as I can. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.